Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Kurlykayjewels, and I'm here today to bring you my real late Grownish review. So we are doing episodes 5 and 6 because the last one was 3 and 4. Episode 5 was You Don't Know, and episode 6 was Frat Rules. I'm gonna make this very brief. So far, I'm just gonna, since I feel like we midway through Grownish season 5. So far, I feel like Grownish is a little slow. I feel like Grownish started off real good in the beginning, and I felt like with Junior, things were gonna be a tad bit different, especially since Junior was such a funny and goofy character. I thought that we were gonna get that on Grownish, and I know that Junior was going to mature, but it just seems like, right now we not getting what I thought we was going to get. So, but I guess this season Junior has to develop into a character on Grownish. We know him as his character on Blackish, but I guess I'm going to have to extend grace to let his character grow and find his path his freshman year like Zoe did. Episode 5, not much shock value going on with episode 5. One of the girls' roommates was missing, and apparently they thought that she was in trouble. So since they were all girls, they decided they needed a guy, Junior, to go and help them find their roommate. All in all, in this episode also, Junior's walking around with this big puffy coat because Junior is under the impression that people don't know that he's pledging, but obviously, Junior, you walking around in California with this big puff coat on, obviously you're online. Like, it's not far-fetched. Also, Junior is getting real close to Annika or Anika. I don't remember how to say her name, but I'm gonna say Annika. Junior's getting real close to Annika, and he felt like he was getting a vibe from Annika, but come to find out that's not exactly how it goes. And then he, ends up saying something to Annika about it, and she was just like, "Oh, Junior, I'm seeing someone." And it's that guy from that high society. I'm just like, he just told Junior a couple episodes she was ghetto, so now she's seeing someone. So I'm just like, they setting us up for Junior and Annika to be Zoe and Aaron. I just feel like that. But so yeah, they ended up going to Skid Row to go find a roommate. Junior gets out the car and comes to find out the girl is an artist. They had the girl's whole spiel wrong. They said that she would get missing. They said that they didn't know where she was at. They thought the girl was dead. All in all, she's an artist. She goes away to the studio to record, and she's working on her album. So that's something different. I guess Grownish didn't give us somebody who was an artist before. Yeah, we just had people on the show who were actual artists like Diggy, Chloe, Halle, and Trevor. But even now, Justine playing Annika, but we never really got, an artist point of view. So I don't know if they're gonna make her a recurring type role or what. Kiela is still involved with that guy from environmental whatever that group they was in, trying to save the world. I don't know if I like Kiela as a regular. I was fine with her being a recurring, because I feel like she was around because Luca was around, but now Luca ain't around. So now Luca's sister go to Caillou, and now Zoe brother go to Caillou. It's just crazy. Okay, like, really? Sorry, y'all, for that. Ring light just cut off, and as you can hear, it's storming outside. So hopefully the power stays intact. Pray to God it stays intact. Now on to episode 6, Frat. Now, is it me Or I could have sworn like people weren't able to pledge their first year. So to see Junior and Zeke online, I just thought that was a little strange. I mean, I know they had a PWI and all. I went to 2 PWIs and people won't pledge in their first year. I'm just saying. All in all, shout out to my boo, Chris, aka Spence Moore from All American. He on the show. He played a Brick Brother. He was doing way too much this episode though. Like, it wasn't giving. And he cut his afro off. I really loved his hair on All American. It's something about an afro that just reels me in every single time. Whether, because I'm just a hair person. Whether it's long, big, vivacious, like whatever. I'm just a hair person. I'm looking at everybody's hair. But yeah, shout out to Spence Moore. Buddy is going show to show, trying to get on, and ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm here for it, and I'm down for the hustle, period. All in all, Junior and his brothers are online. They kind of show us the pledging process and what pledges go through, I guess, behind the scenes. That's supposed to be a black frat. Junior and them, they didn't really show them getting hazed, and I thought that's where it was going, but I'm glad they decided to pivot and not go that direction. They did show that they had, do these crazy tasks, like all them push-ups, trying to learn, trying to learn the frat's history and who was all online. They got to know all the facts about the frat and, all that stuff. Now, my perspective is going to be different from some because I am not a part of an organization, and so things that people may hold sacred and sacred and special, I don't really agree. Those things don't really go with my beliefs, so to speak. So I feel like joining an organization, paying somebody to be your brother or your sister, kind of is a little bit on the pointless side to me, but that's just my opinion. But they are giving us Greek life side because we did not get the whole Greek life point of view from Doug. So Doug is a part of the organization already, even though I thought that was Grownish dropping the ball because Doug has been on the show basically since season 1. So a part of Doug's whole journey, them not saying nothing about him not being online was weird. Also, piggyback off because I talked about Doug, I forgot to mention Doug. Aaron actually followed Doug around because Doug was not trying to tell anybody that he got let go because he was being prideful. And I understand where he was coming from, but at the same time, like, Doug, you got people who really care for you and you were struggling. He basically sold a lot of his, like, personal things, especially, like, they were infamous for playing the PS5 on the show. He sold the PS5 and basically he was about to get evicted, so Aaron ended up taking him in and telling him like he needed to go get a job. He needed to go back to the bar and basically, work the bar so he can make money, have an income coming in because he couldn't stay with him without having a job. So I thought that was responsible of Aaron, especially to be his friend. Let him know I got your back. You my brother. I love you. Like, I'm here for you. Like, anything you need. But even though I'm here for you, I'm going to need for you to apply yourself. I'm going to need you to go out there and get a job. I know it's not the most ideal job that you want to have right now, but this is something that you got to do in order to get where you need to go. So, ended up working that shift. He ended up meeting some businessmen, and one of the guys ended up giving him his job, trying to see if he can get on for a job. Back to episode 6. Okay, so basically they're online. They give him this task to go on this other campus and find this jacket, a pledge jacket. So Junior and his line brothers are on this other campus in California. Basically, they hid the jacket on campus, so they going through the campus to find it, not realizing that, we gonna trigger something, like some kind of alarm or something is gonna be triggered and it's gonna go off, And basically, they're gonna be SOL. Cause in the end, they end up getting caught. The guys end up, breaking up. That's, in the midst of Junior and Zeke having this whole ego battle this whole time. They talking about each other behind each other's back while they split up trying to find his jacket. But then they all in all come to realize at the end, like, I need you just like you need me. We should have listened to each other better and we wouldn't have gotten this predicament. And Junior ends up trying, after they get caught by campus security or campus police, Junior ends up going up to the officer trying to basically say, hey, we're just, kids. We know we were doing something wrong, but we're doing it for a good cause. Woo, woo, woo. So all in all, the older bros end up coming back looking for them because they did not show up at the time they were supposed to show up, no, meaning that something had to go wrong. But it was the fact that they all stayed together and all had each other's back, that they was able to have some other bros come and advocate on their behalf so they wouldn't get in trouble. So, all in all, the other dude ended up being the anchor of Junior's line. When they thought it was going to be Junior, but it ended up being Motormouth or whatever the dude they say talk too much. But yeah, so all in all, Grownish is looking a little slow right now. At least for me, because I've been watching Grownish since season 1. But like I said, I'm extending grace because, they trying to bring in a new group. And one thing that me and my husband was talking about in terms of the show, because he was a fan of Junior as well, I think that they shouldn't have just bought Junior in season 5. I think that there should have been a crossover episode within Grownish for us to know beforehand that Junior was coming to Cal U. Kind of like how on Blackish had the liberal arts studies episode. Basically, it was a in-show pilot for Grownish. So basically, we got that one episode where Dre took Zoe to school. She met Aaron. She walked around to the campus, decided if she liked it. That was their pitch for Grownish within Blackish itself. Boom. So I feel like the same thing should have happened within Grownish. Grownish, before Zoe graduated, everybody was at the school that whole season 4. The mama, the daddy, the grandma, Pops, Jack, and Diane was all at the school season 4 chilling with Zoe. There should have been an episode, and I think Junior might have even made an appearance in season 4, but it wasn't to show that he was considering going back to school, because at the time on Blackish, he was still in a committed relationship with Olivia. But Olivia ended up leaving him and going back to school. So I think that if that was the flip that was going to happen, Junior moving from Blackish, at the end of Blackish, or going to Grownish, and they knew that the season was ending, there should have been some kind of crossover episode either on Blackish, or there should have been some kind of crossover episode on Grownish, where we would have known that Junior was going. That way, they could have Slick, Justine, and all the characters is on the show now. They could have slid them in, introduced them already, let it be known like, okay, these are the people who, just like how they did Zoe. And then when season 5 started, bought them over. They did the same thing on All American. They had Simone go to Bringston for homecoming weekend. Boo whoop. They toured the school. They liked the school. Okay, them same characters that we met on the crossover episode on All American ended up being them same characters that was on All American Homecoming. That's it. That's all. That's what I think should happen. I feel like they kind of dropped the ball just a little bit with that, but what's done is done now. So all they can do is try to reel in and keep the show at good ratings. That way it can be approved for a season 6, because I feel like Grownish has the opportunity to do what Different World didn't in terms of keeping the show going, because after like Whitley and Dwayne and them left Hillman, they had a new batch of students come in and the show was doing good. But then I don't know what happened, behind the scenes in real life with the show Different World. But I think now that Zoe and Luca and Anna and Nomi and all them have graduated, they could have this new batch of kids with Junior and them and still hold the show down, and then have them come back, mix and mingle, you know, as the season goes on. But episode 7 should be coming out soon. No, episode 7 has already come out. I'm sorry, I'm still behind. So this is for 5 and 6. Episode 7 and episode 8 review will come out at the end of this week. So today is Wednesday. At the moment in which I'm recording this, I will try to have my video out Wednesday today, the day in which I'm recording it. Episode 7 and 8 video will come out on Friday. So stay tuned for that. Also, stay tuned because All American and All American Homecoming will be coming back. I did not review All American in the beginning. I started watching Homecoming, and I liked Homecoming. I reviewed what I thought about season 1 of Homecoming. So Homecoming season 2 is coming back. So since Homecoming season 2 is coming back and they're gonna have crossover episodes, I will be reviewing season 5. After I watched all of Homecoming, I had to go back and watch all of All American to get context. But since the trailers have come out, I will be recording a video of what I thought about both of those trailers in one video. So stay tuned for that as well. The content is coming out, people. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at kurlykayjewels. Also follow my jewelry page at kurlykayjewels. Also follow me on TikTok at kurly.k919. And I'll be back with more videos. Deuces.